Alright, y equals -2 cosine of 4 theta plus 3. Not really anything to factor this time, but we should figure out our period, t, which is going to be the normal period for sine and cosine, which is 2 pi, divided by that coefficient in front of theta, which is 4. So I get t, my period, is 2 divided by 4 is 1/2, so I get pi over 2. So what do I do with that info? Well, I give myself a tick mark way down here, and I call that puppy pi over 2. And then I cut it in half, and I call that puppy pi over 4. And then I cut that in half, and I call this puppy pi over 8, increasing a power of 2 each time. Then I fill in my little gap, and I call that baby 3 pi over 8. And this is a cosine graph. Its amplitude is 2, so I need a 2 there, and I need a -2 down there. And it's cosine. Cosine normally starts at its maximum value. But this is negative cosine, so it's going to start at its minimum value. But I'm going to need to do one more thing before I go. I forgot this plus 3. And what does that plus 3 do? That plus 3 shifts everything up 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put some dots there just so I have a reference point for the symmetry. And then since the amplitude is 2, I'm going to go 2 above to give me a 5. And I'm going to go 2 below to give me a 1. That's where all my key values will go. Now everything happens with respect to that symmetry line at 3. So I have no phase shift, so I start at 0. Cosine starts at its maximum normally, but I'm negative, so I'm going to start at my minimum, 2 below that line of symmetry. And then I'll just bip and bop my way through this cycle, and I will get a nice, pretty little cosine graph looking boop, 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 something like that. We're not all artists, but we can do the best we can, and we can put the things in the right spot. And I do believe that is what this graph should look like. An equivalent equation we could write just for fun is, I notice if I look at this spot right here, well, that's like a sine graph that starts. So I could write this as y equals, let's call it 2 to get that amplitude, sine of, I still need a 4 in there to give me the correct period. But then all I need to do is throw me some parentheses, do theta and my phase shift. What's my phase shift? It looks like it's starting at pi over 8. So minus pi over 8 will give me an equivalent equation in terms of sine, which is kind of cute.